Pag nakakatanggap tayo ng mga package from Team Friday's marketplace, probably alam nyo na kung anong nilalaman nito. And probably you guessed it right, this is a Google Pixel phone. So which variant nga ba i-unbox natin? Malalaman natin right after this quick intro. So the usual Team Friday's marketplace na packaging. So meron siyang black na bubble wrap inside. So, tilasin ko lang ha. Uy, galing ng hula nyo. You're definitely correct. It's the Google Pixel 10a ang in-order natin kay Team Friday's marketplace. So, nothing really fancy sa kanyang packaging. The usual Google Pixel na packaging. So, ilabas lang natin dito. And i-open na natin. Yeah. Pixel 10a. Andito ang kanyang C2C cable. We got some documentation and a SIM ejector pin. Yun lang, walang charging brick. So probably if you're asking me kung ano pwede ko i-recommend na charging brick, I would recommend mga kay Ugreen. This is a 100 watts na fast charging brick and ang dami ng ports na pwede mong gamitin. 5 devices all at the same time, well, you can check the link on the description na lang. And here is the Google Pixel 10a. Poging-pogi, no? Now, itong Google Pixel 10a na may 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage, currently it's being priced at 29,800 pesos. And ang kanang 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage is currently priced at 36,500 pesos. Everything, I'll post the link on the description box below. Pwede nyo rin i-check ang Instagram and Facebook page ni Team Friday's Marketplace or just simply click the link on the YouTube shopping link para ma-direct na lang kayo diretso. Huwag na kayo paligoy-ligoy dahil ang daming scammers out there. Na pag tinignan mo kanyang design, honestly, not bad ang kanyang design. Flat na flat ang kanyang likod. So yung kanyang camera, mapapansin mo, is flat na flat. Wala kang masasalat na umbok sa kanya and it's definitely good. Lalo kung pinapatong mo siya on a table, flat on. So kahit wala kang case na nilagay dito sa kanya, it's okay dahil hindi ka matatakot na masascratch ang glass ng iyong camera. Now, we have a plastic back, aluminum side frames, and a Corning Gorilla Glass 7i. Now, itong phone na ito is 5G capable and it supports dual SIM. Isang nano SIM and isang eSIM. And I simply love yung ganang form factor. Maliit and very portable. And it's weighing just around 180 grams overall. Now, kung gusto mo ma-check ang full spec sheet ng Google Pixel 10a, share ko sa inyo. Now, kamusta naman ang performance nito phone na ito on a day-to-day basis? Now, if you're doing everything dito on this phone as your daily driver, honestly, masasabi ko sa inyo, smooth ang experience niya. One good thing dito sa kanya is sobrang okay siya, vanilla Android feel dahil wala kang makikita mga bloatwares dito. And halos clean na talaga siya out of the box. Basically, ikaw na bahala mag-customize kung anong gusto mong gawin dito sa phone mo. Ako, I just keep it plain and simple. If you're doing all of your important tasks dito on this phone, I would say very much capable. Kahit mag-video edit ka pa, gumamit ka pa ng AI, and maglaro ka pa ng games, lahat yung kayang-kaya handle nito phone na ito. And currently, this one has a 4nm chip, which is the Google Tensor na G4. And nung sinalang ko naman siya sa Antutu benchmark, it's pretty much okay at a 1.18 million points sa Antutu benchmark version 11. Now, if you want to check the other benchmark na ginawa natin, ito pakita sa inyo. Now, usapang battery muna tayo. This one having a 5,100 mAh the battery, which is of course nothing revolutionary kasi, well, alam naman natin ang mga battery na 5,000 is just a industry norm dati. Ngayon, halos nakita natin 6.5, 7K, 8K, and it even goes as high as 10K. Basically, wala naman siya in-improve sa Google Pixel 9a sa kanyang capacity, pero yung kanyang charging speed tumaas. Currently, it supports 30 watts na charging, dating 23 watts, and wirelessly kaya na mag-charge right now 10 watts, dating 7.5 watts. And good news, na-retain ang kanyang bypass charging. Nung ginagamit ko naman to as my daily driver, day-to-day, wala akong naging problema sa kanya. Makunan ka ng battery and it can last you for at least, masasabi ko sa inyo, kulang-kulang 2 days. Wala kang maging problema sa kanya. Dahil honestly, matipid naman siya sa battery, no? And well, honestly, ginamit ko siya as pang-tethering ko to my main smartphone. Okay din siya. Tumatagal din to. Kahit gamitin mo siya as your hotspot, lagyan mo ng SIM card, gawin mo siya pang hotspot, okay na okay din to phone na ito. But of course, it's definitely not going to be the thing that you're going to do dahil mahal nito phone na ito to be a Wi-Fi tethering device. Pero kaya naman niya. And nung sinalang ko to sa PC Market Battery Stress Test, nakakuha tayo ng 22 hours and 15 minutes sa screen on time, which is for me, not bad for a small phone like this. Now, since this phone is a compact na smartphone, so expect mo yung kanyang screen size is a little bit smaller than the usual. 6.3-inch na POLED display ang meron niya dito, 120Hz of screen refresh rate, and a 3000 nits na maximum brightness. Corning Gorilla Glass 7i ang kanyang protection, IP68 dust and water resistant, and meron siyang MOS level 4 na drop resistance ang kanyang glass. So, pretty much protected din pala itong phone na ito. And by the way guys, istingin ko lang dito, itong phone na ito is currently running Android 16 and it has 7 years na major Android updates. So, you're supposed to be updated from 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, Android version 23. Yun din ang jersey number ni Lolo Bron. Na kung one of your primary purpose is to use this phone as your daily social media device, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, lahat yan, okay naman dito sa device na ito. In fact, pag magsuswipe ka across mga shorts, mga reels, wala kang maging problema sa kanya. Smooth na smooth. Basta you have a good internet connection, you shouldn't be having any problem dito. Now, if you're watching mga long format naman dito, like si YouTube, si Netflix, and your other favorite online streaming sites, kahit OF pa yan, it should really bring out the excitement in you. Now, the phone na ito has stereo speakers. Dual stereo speakers to be exact. So, I have 2 speakers dito sa ilalim. The other one coming out dito sa kanyang earpiece. Check lang natin kanyang sound quality. Despite its form factor na maliit, pero yung kanyang sound quality is definitely quite loud para sa akin. For me, it's above average and the sound quality is definitely good. Now, despite na alam natin tong phone nito is probably not built for gamers out there. Pero kahit paano, tinry naman natin maglaro ng dalawang games dito. I was able to play Call of Duty Mobile and si Genshin Impact. Na pagdating kay Call of Duty Mobile, honestly, wala akong naging problema sa kanya. I was able to set it to ultra frame rate. Pero despite setting it to ultra frame rate, wala nga lang ako napapansin dito kung ilan ang FPS niya. Dahil walang FPS naman tong phone na ito. So, i-share ko lang ang aking gameplay. Overall, yung gameplay for me is not bad. Wala akong naging problema sa kanyang touch response. Very responsive. Kanyang sounds is quite okay para sa akin. And yung kanyang graphics is definitely good. Probably one thing na napansin ko dito sa kanya is that there's just a minor lags na napansin ko. Not quite sure kung dahil sa internet connection ko or dahil sa unit. Pero I think it should be the internet connection kasi si Tensor can definitely handle CODM. Overall, I can say na gameplay ko dito is quite good, solid naman, and happy naman ako sa kanya. And umabot ako ng 39 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay on room temp. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, nilagay ko siya sa medium graphical settings. And gameplay was just okay. Probably not one of the best device to play Genshin Impact, pero sasabihin ko sa'yo na pwede naman ilaro ang Genshin Impact dito. Kaya touch response is good, sounds is good, graphics is not bad. Probably you feel some frame drops kung medyo nag-heavy battle na kayo, lalo kung nagka-clash. Yun lang siguro one of the things na napansin ko dito sa kanya. Despite walang FPS counter, pero nararamdaman ko there's some frame drops along the way. Pinakamainit na inabot ko is 41 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay on room temp. Now guys, pag-usapan natin ng kanyang camera. So this one, having a 14MP na main camera sensor together with a 13MP na ultra-wide lens. Kaya niya mag-shoot up to 4K and 60, and ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 13MP na shooter which can shoot you up to 4K and 30fps. Now simulan muna natin with outdoors with some greens. And honestly, pag tinignan mo ng mga greens dito, it's a bit saturated and makikita mo na towards the darker green color if you're trying to take a look at some of these green leafy na plants, talagang medyo mas green siya. So, one thing na napansin ko dito sa plant na ito, sa mga alambre, is very, very detailed pa rin yung mga details on this plant. And it can even take you some really nice na natural bokeh. It can take you some really nice shots, except na pansin ko, itong subject na ito is parang medyo naging pale siya. Now, nilaro ko rin naman ka ultra-wide lens and I was able to zoom it to 2x zoom, which I think is not bad pa rin ang kanyang 2x zooming, kahit digitally zoom na siya. So let's just say you're a tourist, naglalakad ka lang, taking some snaps along the metro, kaya naman perform itong kanyang camera. Quite good. Now, honestly, itong shot na ito from indoor, I would say na very natural siya. Hindi siya saturated Normally, pag ibang phone, ibang camera ang ginamit mo dito, makita mo mas litaw mga fruits niya itong tanghulo na ito. Pero for me, this is just yung kanyang pinaka-natural color na kaya capture. Some signages on the wall, I would say na nice, hindi siya ng color spill. And taking some beverages on low light, I would say na not bad. And hindi rin siya saturated. Kung nag-grocery ka, you just like to take some snaps sa mga Japanese groceries, well, honestly, it's good. Yung mga shots na ito. Kaya kumuha ka ng mga Christmas decor shot, I would say na not bad. Kahit hindi pa siya Pasko, And some pasalubong sa Green Hills na na-capture natin looks quite good. Not quite sure kung ano meaning na ng barrel man and barrel woman. And on some food shots naman, on low light, honestly, looking good naman. Pero hindi lang siya sobrang matatakam ka na parang gusto mo siyang kainin. Yun lang masasabi ko. And capturing some stuffed dolls is quite okay din. Looking good din naman siya. Now, if you're using the front-facing camera to take some photos, honestly, I'll say not bad ang kanyang camera when it comes to selfie shots. Pag sa outdoor, malinaw, very nice, very sharp. Even if you bring it indoor, not bad pa rin mga shots na nakuha natin dito. Still looking good and solid, preserve pa rin mga details. Now, here's a quick video from the front-facing camera. 4K and 30. Pansin ko a little bit shaky. Minsan nakita ko. Pero overall, not bad naman ka na resolution. Can use this for vlogging. Except that you might probably need a gimbal. Hindi kaya na bare hand. And here's a video from the rear camera. Getting from the Google Pixel 10a. Right now I'm shooting at 4K and 60, panning around using just my bare hand. And not bad ang kanyang resolution. I can use this as your primary vlogging phone. And kahit hindi ka gumamit ng gimbal, very stable naman siya. So guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Google Pixel 10a? Honestly, this is definitely a good device. Very compact, maganda-gandang camera, and well, honestly, you can do all of your multitasking dito. Pati ka na batteries makunat, and you get a vanilla Android feel talaga dito sa phone na ito with 7 years na major Android updates. So are you getting the Google Pixel 10a? Let me know in the comments. So kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan ko nakuha tong phone na ito, I got it from Team Friday's Marketplace. I'll pop the link on the description or just simply click the YouTube shopping link para ma-redirect kayo kung saan nyo siya pwede mabili. And of course guys, in-encourage nyo to like, subscribe dito sa ating channel so don't miss out mga video review natin just like this one, si Pixel 10a. Paano guys, hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.